Welcome to Spiritually Imperfect, the show where the metaphysical meets the practical. This is your space to explore the mysteries of the universe, embrace spiritual growth, and connect with the energies all around us. No one spiritual journey is perfect, but that's the beauty of it. Hosts Mike and Jen bring their unique blend of perspective, humor, and heartfelt nature to every episode. Whether encouraging, facilitating readings, or diving into exploring mediumship, energy healing, or searching for clarity, Spiritually Imperfect is a place to where discussions of the collective experiences that we all share comes to the surface. Now, here are your hosts of Spiritually Imperfect, Michael Christopher and Jennifer Lee.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Jennifer.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. It's been a minute.
I know you needed a break from me. Everybody does after a while.
You know, I was thinking about that today, actually. I was laughing. I was thinking, we always say it's been 5 years that we've worked together, but it has now been like 6.5 almost. Yeah, 6.5. And I was giggling to myself. I was like, oh, who knew we could put up with each other for that long?
Damn, that's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And here we are.
Here we are again after a much needed break.
2.5, 3 months, I think it is. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yep, close to 3. So, yeah, I just wanted to say, I wanted to welcome some people in. I see Cheryl, Ashley, Jenny, Amy. Hello, Amy. Haven't seen you for a little bit. Me and my shadow, Jennifer McCormick. So we have some people coming in. They didn't forget about us.
That's good.
There's Adam.
Oh, wait, by the way, everybody, Jen's in charge tonight. So
I'm never in charge.
Her lead. She's in charge.
Hello, Ashley. I don't know how you decided that, but
I just figured for a show back, Jen needs to be in charge. Tell me what to do.
Hello, Carol. Amy says, go, Jen.
There you go. Amy agrees. Jen's in charge.
Oh,
we didn't have a last show. This is the first one back.
No, we didn't. We just had a show and then we just were like, we need a break.
Yeah. Jen needed a break from me. 3 months worth.
He might be talking about whenever we went with Dennis.
Oh, that night.
I think that
was a cluster bang. That was Facebook being Facebook. We couldn't get anything to work that night.
Yeah, that was an electronic. Yeah, that was something.
So, yeah. So what are we doing tonight, Jen?
Well, Adam says, aren't the women in charge all of the time?
Okay.
No arguing there, he says. Well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody that's here. Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't forget about us. But what Michael and I were talking about earlier was that, Crystal, in a reading you spoke about a deer coming to visit. Just saw one 30 minutes before you're live. My mom visiting. I love it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know which one of us saw the deer, but very beautiful.
I think that was you.
Was it me?
I think you read Crystal the last time we were on, if I remember, which I don't remember much.
Well, that makes me that makes me happy. I love that. Hello, Jennifer Rose. There's Jeremy.
Hey,
anyway,
Jeremy.
Yeah, what I was saying was I wanted to welcome. Oh, Jennifer says, welcome back.
Hello, Jennifer Rose. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. But that's what I wanted to say. Just welcome everybody that's here. Thanks for coming back in to join us again after our extended break, which was really nice. Did you do anything fun, Michael? No?
I'm the most boring person that's probably on the planet. I go to work and then I come home. I work out And then I just stare at the trees.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring myself, but that's okay. That's okay. No, so what we were talking about was we're always asking you guys to ask us questions. And so today I was thinking, or this evening, that I had some questions. We have some questions that we wanted to ask our viewers, some stuff that we wanted to know, just to kind of help this show flow, to help bring like. So we're going to ask you some questions. What's your question, Michael? You going to start with questions?
I'm reading comments. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask now.
Okay.
What was the one question we were going to ask right off the bat?
I was thinking about a question.
Everybody's like, what the hell's going on here
What are
tonight?
they even talking about? They're like, what are they even talking about? No, okay. So here's one of the questions. We were wondering about lives because we took a break for a while, and so we really were wondering about lives. What brings you guys here to watch them? What are you looking for when you're looking, when you're watching some mediums? What brings you? So I think that was one question we had. So that sometimes it begins to feel repetitive for us. Which is why we need to take a break. We don't want to just come up and just talk about the same old, because we donate our time, like we're here for you. So please, that is our question to you tonight is what brings you to watch shows like this? What gets you to engage and what gets you to stay? So that's a couple of the questions that we were talking about. Like what kind of content?
And that is true. That's kind of why we started this show. That was kind of the idea from the beginning, is to make this about you. We don't want to just sit here and talk to each other and like you're the bystander. We want you involved. We want to make this a place where you can share your experiences, right? And ask questions of the experiences or about the experiences that you've had. Again, no medium is an expert. The only difference between us doing what we do and say somebody who's just starting out is just that we've put more time into it and we've practiced and developed. Everybody's the same. Everybody has these abilities. We have beat that to death over the years. So it's kind of like, I always say again, there is nobody on this planet that's an expert at mediumship or psychic abilities. I believe it's just an innate part of who we are as a soul. And it's just kind of waking that up and bringing it to the surface. Usually it's a pretty crappy event that brings things up or brings people to do this work. But, we're on the same journey you are. So, we just want to make sure that we're providing content that's interesting, So that's why we want to know what's your interests, what's your questions.
So I'm going to read a couple of these comments because you guys are amazing. So we have some really nice comments here. So Carol says to reach my loved ones through mediums. Jeremy says he comes here because we're fun. Cheryl, she loves authenticity and the connection. Kellyanne is talking about learning a lot by watching other mediums, which I love that because I did that for years. Crystal, you're both a power team. I don't normally watch any other mediums live on Facebook.
Well, thank you.
She has been watching us for 5 years. Wow.
She has, and she follows me on TikTok as well.
I love that. Thank you, Crystal.
So yeah, Crystal's always there, and I appreciate that. Jenny says she's not a small, or she is a small, not a medium. Don't get started, Jenny.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, Michael,
I'm still traumatized. I'm still traumatized by a few shows back. No.
You can't go to Jenny until like right at the end. With all of the love in the world, Jenny.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Carol says she also likes listening to the reader or reader's experience in their mediumship.
And that's what it's about, because in an environment like this or a group reading, there's only so much time. There's only so many readings that we'll be able to get through. But we're here to share in that experience. Everybody can take away something from a reading that comes through. And, what it is. We're validating that. I always say I'll say 99.9%, because we don't know fully until we're there, but we're validating that we survive physical death by providing evidence from your people that are coming through to us. And no matter what the message, at the very least, they're here. They're providing evidence. It could be the smallest detail, but still, it just validates that somebody's talking to us.
Jenny, I haven't touched my cards since you told me to take a break. You'll know when to pick them back up. Oh, thank you, Crystal. So we got some good answers, right? Here was another question that we had. I know we have some viewers that watch, obviously, they watch a lot of shows on the network, right?
Yep.
We see on them. So we were curious, how many of you have scheduled a private session with somebody that you've seen working?
That was the question I had.
Yes, that you've watched on lives.
Yes. And there is a reason.
That was the question.
Yeah. And again, we come on here, obviously we do these shows. We do the shows because we like to interact with people. Yeah. We like to we like to do our readings here. But being perfectly honest, a lot of us do these shows to generate clientele. I'm not going to beat around the bush and say anything else. There's a motivation behind this besides just coming on here. Yes, we are trying to generate clientele for private sessions, group sessions, whatever you have. So yeah, we're just curious, if, the people that watch, how many have actually looked at somebody on the network and said, I want to book a reading with them.
Amy says, I've scheduled with people that are on Facebook, but that don't do lives.
And that's the other thing. That's a good point, Amy, because that just sparks something.
Talk about that.
I do, because for me personally, I don't want anybody booking a session with me unless they've seen me work. And there's a very good reason for that. I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. People can refer, that's a bare bones minimum. If you're ever thinking about schedule a reading, make sure you get a referral, make sure that you can read reviews, get to know the medium, because the last thing I want for you to be is disappointed when you come to a session and it's not what you expected. So, me personally, I've been doing lives almost from the beginning, because I want people to understand me. Some people like me, some people don't. That's just human nature. But there's got to be a connection between you and the medium that you're thinking about booking with. With everything, there's a vibe. You're going to get a vibe from a person. Right. You can get a vibe just from a picture. But I would really like you to get to know the person first. And by doing the lives, you kind of get an idea of how we work and somewhat what to expect, because every session is going to be different, right? So again, expectations have to be in the right space to avoid disappointment.
Well, the other thing I think it's important to point out when we talk about that too is that it's even hard for us to demonstrate exactly what we do on something like this, right? We can.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even compare to a private reading. It is just a snippet. So it is kind of hard to say, what to expect, but what I'm hoping you'll take away is what to expect about me, us, whatever, as our ethics, understand who we are a little bit, our compassion, our personalities, all of that stuff. So that there is, like Michael said, you do have to have, you got to be drawn, like you've got to have something with that, with it. Yeah.
I had a thought and it just kind of evaporated, but I think it was just along those lines of, I think you already said it, but on shows like this, especially a mediumship reading, they're going to be surface level.
Yeah.
Right. And I want to choose my words carefully. I'm trying. So please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. There's a different need for readings on here. Okay. It's nice to get a reading or it's nice to get a message during a show. But if someone's really, really needing a message, this is not the place to be. If you're still in that grief and absolutely like 100% like, I need a message. There's a difference between I need a message and I want a message. This kind of environment is more of, it'd be nice to receive a message, as opposed to a private setting where you're going to get way more in depth with the reading. For one, it's private. Face it, spirit, I know spirit's intelligent. On a public environment or in a public environment, they're not going to bring through personal things that they would normally talk about one-on-one, right? They're just not going to. There's that discretion. They definitely have discretion when they're bringing through messages. So again, I hope I worded that right, but there's a different energy in doing lives and the readings that come through as opposed to the private setting. I hope that makes sense. I didn't want to offend anybody. Everybody at some level needs a message. I understand it. But do you understand what I'm saying about need and want? And it'd be nice.
Yes.
This is that environment.
There's Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Oh,
Tanya's had to put up with me in person, though. So she really knows. If I could take gummies, she would have probably handed me a gummy before my live events because I'm a freaking wreck, nerve-wise.
I think that's very normal, though. I really do. Okay, so let's get to it, Michael.
Adam's got a great question. Has there been anybody who comes through 100 years? No. Here's why. Because there's no connection. Okay. I'm going to speak for myself. I have a hard time with intuitive readings because I am so left-brained because of what I've done for a living for almost 40 years. That's why I was always drawn to mediumship. The evidence is there. It can be immediately validated. With somebody you don't know, there's no validation. I could tell you whatever I want, and there's no way to validate whether it's right or wrong. It's the same reason, like when I do investigations, I've only been on a few because I don't like them because I need something tangible. And most of the time when we go to a place, there's nothing tangible. Again, I could pick up on something, but unless somebody knows the history, nobody can say whether it makes sense or not. So that's just me. I'm quirky. So and the thing is, if you do have that long lost relative that you have no idea about, why would they come through? You don't know them. You won't be able to validate anything. So I think they stay in the background. Hope that makes sense.
Oh, thank you for the shares, Crystal. Jenny says it'd be cool if Abe Lincoln came through. But how do you validate that? Like Michael's right. I mean,
you can't.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not the person to do that because
right. Okay. So Chris says, I prefer evidential mediums. It allows for credibility from the medium bringing messages through.
Yep.
Okay. So speaking of messages.
You got a message?
Well, I have had a male around, and he tells me that he was a father. I can also see that towards the end of his life, he used a walker, and previous to that, he had to use some kind of support. I'm unsure if it's crutches or a cane, but he had to use some kind of support, eventually a walker. And the word diabetes is coming to me. So I want to see if anybody can resonate with that. Hey, Nancy.
Nancy.
There's Kevin. Hello, Misty. Okay, so I'm going to wait a minute. Oh, Adam, video calls during investigations. Yeah, not for me. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay, Chris. But I'm curious if anybody can take this. There's a male. I know that he is a father. He used a walker towards the end of his life, and at some point before then, he used either crutches or a cane. He had some sort of walking support. Before then, the diabetes part is important, Jenny, because I'm hearing that. So, and I don't know that was necessarily the cause of his death, but I think he's telling me that there were complications from that. Amy, does all of that fit for you with your father-in-law? Oh, Tracy is saying the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna wait just a second to see what Amy has to say, and then we have Tracy. Okay. He's also making me aware, I feel like he was in his 70s when he passed, and he was an amputee. Okay, Amy, because so he wouldn't have, okay. Maybe that's why I kept going between crutches and cane. Like, I just knew he had some walking assistance that I couldn't pin down. So I'm not sure yet. I'm going to ask him for some more information. But that's interesting. So, okay. So give me just a second. Complications did the diabetes create other complications? Like, I feel at some point that maybe it was not under control and it created some other complications. Would you understand that, Amy? I also feel something in his breathing. Okay. How old was he, Amy?
And waiting.
Waiting. Oh, and we made a rule. Michael made a rule. So that's okay. I'll take 60s, but I wouldn't have been able to take 30s. Okay. So I'm gonna stick with you for a minute. Oh, Kelly says she takes some of this too. So, okay. So Amy, other than 70s and being probably 60s, can you take all of that? Kelly says she could take some. And Tracy, her father-in-law was 70, so Tracy's still with me too. Okay, so give me just does somebody understand the breathing? Like, I feel oxygen.
Tracy says I can take all of that.
Okay, can you guys take the oxygen, the breathing? Okay, Amy says yes. I'll wait for Tracy. I'm going to ask for another piece. Hang on just a second. Okay, there is there, I'm seeing coins. I'm seeing coins with him as if he was a coin collector or there is a special coin. I'm going to leave that because I feel like whoever this is for is going to understand coins with him. He either was a coin collector. I also feel like maybe he gifted those coins at times. So I'm going to wait.
Kelly's saying yes to all of it, 80 when he passed.
Oh, man. Okay, so what about the coin? What about the coins that I'm seeing? Because I'm there's still about 4 people. So I'm asking him, like, give me something else. Give me something else. Okay. Postcard for Chris on coin, she says. Coins are connected. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So really quick before I go on, Michael's sitting quiet because we were trying something else. We weren't going to be doing any double linking. So that's why this feels a little like looks a little bit different today and why Michael's just sitting. So his dogs, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so I'm going to go forward. So he is showing me this connection to coins. I feel like he actually collected coins. Some of those have been gifted, and they were actually gifted while he was still living. Like he gifted some of those coins. So the coins are important with him. Also, there's something with him with ice cream. Hot fudge is what he's saying. Let's see if can you take that, Kelly, Amy?
Kelly's saying, I used to collect coins and they send me coins from heaven.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kelly.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this gentleman is also showing me ice cream. I'm hearing the word hot, like hot fudge sundaes. I don't know, death by chocolate. I don't know. No, I don't think so, Bridget. This feels like this will have a connection, and I don't. It's one of those things. Like I don't even feel like I need to know what it is. I'm just going to pass that forward. Kelly. Are those two connected? Well, I used to take him for, okay. So Tracy's still in too with the coins, with all of the things. Yeah, I do feel, okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to do because since we're running out of time, I'm just going to read. And since there are 2 of you that are in here really, really tight with everything, just take what resonates with you. And I'm just going to go ahead and get a message from him. Okay. So he is acknowledging the ice cream, the hot fudge sundaes as being something that is significant. And so Tracy, I tend to go, I feel a little more drawn to you on this. But again, like, I don't know what's happening with you and Kelly because it's all kind of flowing, but that's how spirit can do. Okay. So there's the acknowledgement of the ice cream. There is also a message from him. Regarding, okay, this is the way that he says this. Thank you for honoring my wishes. Do you understand that? Either one of you? This has to do with this has to do with his passing.
What?
The comments, they're very slow, they're very lagging. And it's so weird because Michael's just sitting there. Okay. Thank you, Tracy, because I feel like there was just something there. Thank you for honoring my wishes. Yes, that's it. I knew it was something very, very specific. So I do feel like I'm with you on this, Tracy. And then Kelly, you take what you can, because the way that came through, that was very, very important to him. And again, he says, thank you for honoring my wishes. Also, I got to leave you with music with him. I hear music, a lover of music, and I especially hear heavy on guitar. There's heavy on guitar sound in this music that I'm hearing, and I feel like you may understand what that is. So since that took a little bit to get through, I am just going to leave that as just kind of a pop in, just a hey, I'm here, a friendly. Okay, you do understand that, Tracy? Okay, a friendly, hey, thank you for all you did, and thank you for honoring my wishes. Also, he wants you to understand that he is okay, because he tells me that it was a little. He tells me that it was rougher towards the end. It wasn't exactly easy for him, and it wasn't exactly easy to watch. So it's important for you to know. He says that he is okay, and thank you for honoring his wishes. And I'm going to just leave that with you, Tracy, with his love, and thank you for being open. On the guitar, I do feel like, just really quick, you're going to get a sign from him in music. You were with him the day before. Okay. In music, again, it's heavy on the guitar. I think you already maybe know what music it is, but it is coming. You're going to hear it, and you're going to hear it very soon. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you, Tracy. Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you, Vivian. I was feeling Kelly and I was feeling Tracy, but then something, so it just took me a minute. I want to make sure that we're where we need to be.
Yep. All right. So now it's my turn.
Now, Georgia.
And it's interesting today. I was out driving. I think it was on my way home, and I was having a little chat with my team. And I was like, we've been around this thing called names before. And I'm like, like, why? I said, I don't normally ask for anything for myself, but, I said, we're the kind of ones sticking our neck out, taking the criticism and everything else that comes from doing this work in the public. I said, can you at least just meet me halfway? Because like I've told them before, it's like, hey, you're good on the evidence as far as like passing condition and all that. Why can't you make me help me understand your name? I don't want somebody that's third generation removed. No, if you step into my awareness, let's work together. I say, because the quicker I can identify you, quicker I can get out of the way. I've said this before, and kind of let your message, whatever you want to talk about. So it's just interesting. I was having that conversation. I was like, just meet me halfway. Just meet me halfway. So that's the kind of stuff that I kind of throw out there to my team every now and then. I'm like, I don't normally ask for anything for myself, but let's just see what happens. So I'm going to make a connection. I'm going to do this really quick because I want to pull some cards too.
Okay.
So let's just see what happens. Okay. So before we jump into this, it's going to be spirit led. So I'm not looking in the comments for anybody's specific. You have to be able to take like 99.9% of the information that I'm going to give you. Okay. Make this difficult for me, people. Don't just say, I can't take it. Just, if you can take it, please comment. Otherwise, it just helps it go quicker if we can just move through it with the people that it does make sense for. So Let's just see who steps forward to my awareness. Interesting. So I do have a man stepping forward, so I'm going to work with him. Right away, I know he loved to play, or he's showing me a baseball, so there's a connection with baseball. Just hold on to that, though, because he's just showing me different things. I'm getting a J name like Jim. I'm hearing Jim really loud with this individual. What else can you tell me there, Jim? He is making me aware that he had heart issues because he's taking me to the test, and he's again, when I say talking, he's sending me thoughts, but I'm feeling he's conveying that he had heart issues. Jenny Lorenz can take that. Jenny, what can you take so far? I'm not going to, no, not a John. It has to be Jim. So again, if you can take what I'm saying, please comment. If you can't, Uncle Jim. All of it has to fit. So there's a baseball reference. He is telling me that he had heart issues and his name is Jim. I'll stop there because I want to see if everybody can, who can take 100% of that. I know it's only 3 pieces. I'm going to continue to work with him. But you have to be able to take it all. Okay. He is making me, he's showing me 52. So I'm feeling like 52. He wants me to talk about age 52. Again, you have to be able to take all of it, not just 1 or 2, everything. Okay, so I'm going to recap one more time. Jim, reference to baseball, heart issues, and he shows me the age 52. Not bad. He is making me aware that he was a volunteer fireman as well. Okay. I know, and that's the other reason doing mediumship journeys is so it's arduous.
It's so hard.
Talk. So again, I'm going to recap, and my memory sucks, so I'm going to try to go forward. Jim, reference to baseball. I can get into whether he played it. He is actually making me feel he was more of a fan of it, but I could be wrong with that. But he is showing me 52. I'm going to ask him what 50. He's making me feel like 52 is around the time he was diagnosed with some kind of heart issue. Okay. So who can take all of that? Okay. My dad's Uncle Jim passed. His son played baseball. His dad died at 52. My died at 52. Can you understand a reference, Carol, to there's something with either the fire department. I felt it as like a volunteer fireman type of energy with that. Okay, let me just see what else he'll give. It's interesting because he makes me, he sent me this feeling of they'll know me because I had a mouth on me, meaning he could cuss with the best of them. And it's weird because he's making me feel like I have an East Coast accent, if you will, like Boston, New York. There's something about, because I'm almost feeling it. I'm almost sounding like it. Could you understand that, Carol? He's also showing me, like, I'm seeing this as either, I should know this, it's either a Pontiac Firebird or a Trans Am, because he's showing me this car. No, sorry. Okay. I'm going to make this, I'm going to close this down, but can anybody take 100% of what I've said so far? If not, I'm going to stop. Because that's the other thing. It just takes too long here. I just wanted to kind of experiment with this and see, but he's definitely making me feel like Jim. Let me see if he can give me something really, really specific. All right. So in my mind, I just asked him a question, which I don't normally do, but I'm like, what part of the country were you in? And he shows me Midwest. And I'm almost feeling like directly in the center of the United States, like geographically. And he makes me feel, I'm just going to put this out there because this is the message. He's making me feel like his daughter is still like going over in her mind about his final resting area, because he's making me feel like they just need to stop worrying about that. Whatever you did is fine. So I'm just going to stop there. Maybe someone can take this later, but I just kind of wanted to play around with that because I'm insisting on names. So I'm going to stop there.
Because you're insisting on names?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's all in my family, even the volunteer firefighters.
So I think earlier she said she can take them. It's all in the family, but not specifically one person.
Okay. Cheryl, is this dad? Would this be dad? Okay, Wizzy, I see you there. We're not taking requests, or not right now. And then I'm going to pull some cards too, so we can get to that.
Okay.
My uncle, dad's brother. Okay. Cheryl, would you understand a reference to August the 4th? Because he brings me to August 4th. And I feel this is a birthday, August 4th. August 4th. And did you have cards with you tonight?
Yeah, I was having a hard time when I went to the cards. I was having a hard time, many of them like really clicking with me. But I did find some.
Oh yeah. I will
find some.
I'll go on the other side. I'll go Whispers of the Ocean.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I looked at as many cards as I have. I just couldn't.
His daughter's birthday is August 4th. Okay, so this is for you then. So reference that is his daughter is, again, that was the message about the daughter. He was bringing to my awareness that there's something about people, especially his daughter, worrying about like what they did for his final resting place. So he's just saying to let that go. He's content with that. So just stop worrying. All right. You want to start it off?
Well, okay, just really quick. I want to see if Kayla Bosch is still here. And if so, Kayla, is your mother in spirit? Because I just have a really quick message.
Oh, that's fine.
I just saw it when I was looking at her comment earlier as it scrolled by. And I've been waiting patiently.
It's been a while since I've done readings through just the chat. So it's kind of weird getting back to it.
I know it. I know it is. And it's slow.
Very slow.
What we need to do, we've talked about this. Maybe we'll have a call in one night.
Yes.
Even if they type their number in, we type our number in, something. That way we can hear, and then we can get you that way.
Yeah.
Even quicker, I think, than trying to bring them up on StreamYard with
definitely.
Yeah, we can just do some calls. Okay, so Kayla, she may not be here anymore. Ooh, Kelly says she can. So why don't you pull a card and I'll wait and see if Kayla pops in, since the comments are they're taking a minute.
I'm going to pull a card for Vivian. Vivian, are you still here?
Call Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. All right, so these are gonna be at face value in a way, so we can just move through. So Vivian, this is for you. The card is Inner Desires, and it's a pretty cool sea creature right there. I'm going to read the comment on the card, and then I'm going to kind of feel into it as well. But set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty, or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. This is almost like the feeling of this is like, don't give up just prior to something coming to fruition. So I don't know if that makes sense at face value, but I think it's just an inspirational message. It's like, if you're working on something, don't give up because you're almost there, is the kind of feeling that comes with it.
Okay, so we didn't ever see Kayla, huh?
No.
Darn it. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. So I have the listen friend.
Oh, you're welcome, Vivian. Glad to hear it made sense.
I have the listen friend deck today.
Listen friend?
Yes. So look, I'm gonna keep it PG. We just barely came back. Gotta give it a minute. We have to build up.
My pleasure, so, Vivian.
If anybody wants one of these are just affirmation cards. They're kind of tough. They just kind of call you out on some stuff and give you some affirmations. So if anybody wants one of these, throw your name up there. Jennifer McCormick. I see her. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Kelly says. You don't want to get canceled. We just got back. Okay, Jennifer, let's see what we've got for you. Right there. Okay, so this one says, listen, Jennifer, don't waste a drop of energy trying to change someone else. So right, we all know that we can't. We know that it's fruitless. We know that we have a couple of options there. We can change the way that we react, right? We can change that. That's the only thing that we can do. We can change the way that we react. So that's just a quick reminder that don't expend your energy over there. Expend your energy right here. That will take care of itself. Okay, Michael.
Marie. Hello, Marie. I'm going to pull one for you, Marie. Let's just see here. Marie. I don't want to butcher your last name. I know you've been here before. Tej. Hopefully that's. So Marie T. I'll just say Marie T. Let's see.
Thank you, Vivian.
So Marie, your card is pretty cool looking. So it's safe and surrounded by love. So Marie, let me see what else it has here. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what's going on around you. Interesting. So Marie, if you are here, if not, maybe you can catch this on the replay. So again, I read what the card says, but what I'm feeling I need to talk to you is to remind you, you have no idea how important you are to people in your immediate circle. And I think this is just a reminder that maybe you're not aware of it, but you do. You're an influence to people around you, whether you realize it or not. And I just want to kind of leave it at that. It's just a reminder that weird. I need to talk about like self-validation, meaning you don't need validation from others about who you are as a person, because I feel you're a good person. I feel that you're a very nurturing person. But again, I just, it's like this feeling of stop looking for outside validation about who you are. You already own it. Just appreciate who you are. I hope that makes sense. Oh, you're welcome, Marie.
Okay. Do we have extra time today or do we not, since we came in late? I was just curious if we were going to get, I guess we'll see what Kelly says, because I want to go ahead with somebody really quick. I just didn't know I didn't know if somebody was following us.
She says, yeah, all good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Charm. Gosh, whenever I read your comment, the first thing I want to talk about is a color that comes to me, and it's the color blue. And so it talks to me about healing, either some healing that's taking place. Kind of feel like maybe in the midst of that. Also, I want to ask, are you an energy healer? The blue is just really, really strong. So I'm curious. And I'm going to pull a card. Let's see if she's still here. Yes, but not practicing at the moment. Okay, I just feel it. I feel it in your energy, and it's completely fine if you're not practicing. I just want you to know that you're really, really great at it. Like, I just feel like I need to tell you that it just kind of comes naturally from you. I can feel that in your energy, and I want to pull a card really quick. So interesting. Okay, so this one's not going to be so PG, but I want to make it that way. It says, I know you can't even see it. Okay,
Oh,
listen, chart. Were you able to see it then? You will get this damn thing. Okay.
Yeah, right there. You will get to where you want to be. It's fucking inevitable.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know what, and I do. I feel that in your energy too, is that whatever you want to do, you're able to do. I feel like you set strong goals. I feel like you do. I feel like you surpass them. That doesn't mean to say that it happens easily, because I always feel like, we all have the obstacles and the ups and downs. I feel like you've had maybe more than the average, but you always get there, and you will always continue to get there. Like Michael said, it's inevitable. So keep going.
Like the card said.
Like the card said. I didn't say that. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's the message for you.
All right, who's still here? Is there anybody new who has never seen us before? If you're like a first-time viewer to our shenanigans, let us know.
I'm here, but not new.
Not new.
Okay, Weezy, you're not new.
Yeah, definitely no, you're not new. And Steele. I just wanted to get somebody new. Not that we don't appreciate everybody who's here.
Absolutely.
Oh, Anne, I'm going to pull a card for you, Anne. And welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see here, Anne. Yeah. Oh, wow. So, Anne, this is for you. So these cards are pretty cool. The artwork on these are
incredible. Are really pretty.
So it's persistent drive again. So the way I read cards is I'll read them. I'll see what the author has put on there, but I'll also feel into it to see if I can get a personal message for you as well, to see my interpretation of it. So for you, it's persistent drive. See what you desire and move towards that goal. It's time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal income. Oh, maybe that's a sign of working towards something to provide income, but it's the optimal outcome. let me just see, because let me feel into this for a second, Anne. So, Anne, I'm just going to throw out there what I'm feeling. So it does fall in line a little bit with this card. I feel I need to talk about something you desired. Like there's something that you've wanted to do over the years, and it's kind of got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back because just life gets in the way. It's almost like a feeling of like, I need to remind you, spirit needs to remind you that it's not about everybody else and all these other responsibilities. You have to take time for yourself. And it's like, pull that project out that you've been putting off, or that goal, or whatever that's been in the back of your mind. It's time to put that in the forefront. And it's almost like something recreational, something that brings you joy that you haven't done in a long time. I think it's time to bring that back out, because I feel like you've been putting a time into everybody else but yourself. So I don't know if, Anne, if that makes sense. But that's kind of what I'm feeling for you.
I'm staying zipped up.
Zipped up?
Yes. Remember you told me
No
jumping in. I'm just over here like trying really hard. I'm almost sweating about it.
Oh, good. It does make sense. Okay. And Anne, you're new to our group. I'll just say this for Jen and I. Anytime we do readings, if something doesn't make sense, it's perfectly okay to say that is not for me. You're not going to hurt our feelings. We're just interpreting the energy that comes in really quick. So that's just for future reference, but I'm glad that it makes sense.
What do you think, Michael? Should we do a collective?
Sure. You do one and I'll do one.
Okay, so I have these, I don't know, you do yours and then I'll follow it up with one of these and then we'll know what they are.
What?
Okay.
Okay, you got a lot going on. Okay, so yeah, it is a reminder that take a pause, do something fun. All right, so you want me to do a collective and then
I'll follow it up with one of these cards. These are the cards that ask a question, right? And then and leaves us with something to ponder for the week.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to pull a card. So a collective card. This is hopefully going to make sense to everybody in some way. So let me see where it goes. I'm just going to take the top one here. Oh. All right. So here's the card. You can see it's got the whale. Or is that a great white shark? No, that's a whale. All right. We're looking at the underbelly. That's what we're highlighting here in this card. Looking at the underbelly. Be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning. Interesting. I think there's a theme forming here, and it's about that. It's taking time for ourselves. A lot of people feel guilty about taking time for themselves. Maybe they're burdened down with family and just whatever responsibilities you have, but burnout happens really quick. I'm sure everybody knows that. So this is just a reminder to set aside time for yourself, and I'll just leave it at that.
So I pulled the card. Thank you, Kathy. I pulled the card, and this goes along with it. This is just a kind of a reflection card, something for you to think about and answer. It says, in which areas of life should I be more present? So it's just asking you to just kind of keep that in your awareness and ask yourself that maybe every day, or if you find yourself, your focus going somewhere, or just ask yourself that, where do I need to be more present, and what can I, like Michael said, take time for yourself. So that's your reflection. In which areas of life should I be more present?
There you go. Not the whale card calling me out. I am not touching that. I don't want to. No.
You don't even want to know.
Nope.
Thank you, Evelyn. Yes, Vivian. Exactly. Thank you, Brenda.
So it was a little awkward tonight because it was our first show back.
And Michael made me be quiet.
I didn't make you be quiet. This is exactly what I said. I said, Jennifer, I'm going to throw out this idea to you. How about when we do readings, we each take a turn and we don't go to link. I didn't say, Jen, blah, 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 blah.
No, he didn't. It was just an experiment.
And she agreed. And then she said, you can't talk either. And I said, I will not. Everybody's going to think I was yelling at Jen backstage before the show.
No. They know better. Okay, so we'll be back in 2 weeks.
No. We will be back next Friday.
We'll be back. And then we're changing.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Stay with us because it's going to get flip-floppy because I just found out today my work schedule is changing. So Kelly, we're going to have to pick a different day besides Friday here shortly. But we will be back next Friday at the same time.
And then we'll flip.
And then we'll flip around. We'll let you know, but we're only going to be on twice a month. So like every other Friday kind of deal. We'll let you know. We'll post about it.
Or we won't, and you'll just flip on and never will be. We do that sometimes too. Kelly, she's like you guys with days and times. Well,
We got to keep people on their toes. All right.
All right. Good night.
Well, thank you for putting up with us again this evening. It's good to be back. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Yeah, we'll be around.
We'll be back next week. Thanks for letting me know.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.